How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. This is Wake Run Collapse. I've decided to go along with some top 10 and top 20 and top 5 videos for the next week, maybe for the following week as well, to get out some daily content, share my opinions on some cards, and buy a little time as we go on to the 100th episode of the Booster Pack Frenzy. I'm going to take a selection, really cool idea from the comment section from last week, and go with the top 10 Generation 1 cards. Now, it's easy to do that in Japanese because there's only 6 sets. We have base set with Jungle, we have Fossil, Team Rocket, Gym 1, and Gym 2, and then after that, the Neo series started with the Generation 2 Pokemon. So only six sets to review, and we decided to go with the top 10. So if you have a difference of opinion, or maybe like some of the cards that I happen to include, make sure you let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about some of these cards. In at number 10, we're going to go with a jungle card, this non-holo Rapidash, which I always really liked as a kid. I thought it was like a very different style of card. It's almost like a painting. It's something that you would see in like a dentist's office or something like that, but it was cool to see it represented on a card. Nice clean artwork. Really did a nice job of capturing the moment, so that's in at number 10. At number 9, from Team Rocket, is my spirit animal, the Snorlax. Which is a very inventive way to describe a Snorlax. I mean, there's so many times you see a Snorlax on a card, he's just not doing anything. In this one, he's also not doing anything, but it's in a different fashion from some of the others. He's just passed out, can't be bothered to move, probably been there for days, who cares, no one's going to move him now. So that's number 9. Number 8 is the only trainer card on here. I think this is Imposter Professor Oak, also from Team Rocket. I love this card. It's just so cool. It's so menacing. It's just like getting all up in you. It's like, imagine waking up to see this. You got a coughing, you got a Gengar, and you got this creepy looking dude who's trying to be Professor Oak coming at you. I just think it's really nice. A lot of the trainer cards are very underwhelming in Generation 1 and probably Generation 2 as well. But I really like that one. It was definitely a standout for me. Number 7, I'm including a card that is not sleeved. So I have this card sleeved, but I wanted to share this particular one because it is the worst cut card I own. It's a Dark Dragonair. It's also Team Rocket. But wait, was that other one Team Rocket? Oh no, I think that Snorlax might have been Gym 2 or Gym 1. It's this Dark Dragonair. Look at that border. You can just barely see a line across the top. And for confirmation, yeah, I don't know exactly where I got this card from. I'm not sure if I got it from like somebody who sent me extras when I made a purchase, or if it came out of a pack and I decided to keep it because it was cool. I've had it for so long that I really couldn't even go back and track it and find it, but I really like this card in general. It's got a cool like color motif with it, with the bluish purples and the white as well. And obviously, having it in such an odd orientation definitely adds to the mystique of the card for me. So I still have that, and that's number 7. Number 6 is when we start getting into some holos, although there is still one non-holo card that remains on here. It's this holo Gyarados. It's Gyarados in base set. I mean, if you're not going to pull a Charizard, personally, I shoot for either a starter or a Gyarados, and this Gyarados in particular is very cool. As a plane goes overhead, sharing its thoughts on the Gyarados. I don't know, some of these older cards with the higher energy requirements, I like how the card is laid out as well. Maybe that's just a personal preference, but I just think it looks cool. So now we're getting into the top 5. In number 5 spot from the Fossil set, it's the Dragonite Holo. And Dragonite's a great card, and this probably would have made the top 10 regardless. But I really like the rainbow style, like the red down to the blue and the purple, in the background of the card. That I think is very memorable for me. I can kind of picture it in my head without having the card in front of me. And Dragonite, of course, is looking super cute in this, back when that could happen. Although Dragonite's still cute in cards, I suppose, but I dig that one. That's in at number 4. Number 3 is the last non-holo card. Sorry, that was number 5. Number 4 is the last non-holo card. And it's this Butterfree from Jungle. Super colorful, great layout of the card. Honestly, seems like it's expanded out to 24 by 36 and you can put it on your wall. It's just a beautiful card all the way around, and I like that it's not a holographic card. Some of the sets had, I don't know, kind of wasted holographic cards. Not really wasted, I suppose, but that didn't really make a whole lot of sense when you have a set that has Pidgeotto as a holographic card. When you have sets that have Dragonair as holographic cards, or Clefairy as a holographic card. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to not have this Butterfree be one, but I think it has a lot of charm not being a holographic card. So that's number 4. Number 3 is this super monstrous Wrecking House Mewtwo, Rocket's Mewtwo from, I'm guessing, Gym 2. Super menacing, super powerful, definitely seems like a fellow you would not want to cross under any circumstances, and it's the only legendary on the list as well. I think the Mew that appears in, I believe, Fossil is much more of a basic artwork. Not an enormous fan of the legendary birds in the older sets, but this Mewtwo is great, so definitely in at number 3. Number 2 is going to be a holographic card of a Pokemon you've already seen in this video. It's from Gym 1. And it's Misty's Gyarados. I couldn't not include the two of them. I suppose if I did not include the Gyarados from base set, then I probably would have dropped in like a non-holo Ghastly or an Oddish or something like that, but I like both cards too much to not include them. This Gyarados is distinctly better in my mind. It takes up the entirety of the card, basically looks like a legendary, and is the card that I always looked forward to pulling out of Gym 1 packs. So, beautiful card. We'll always cherish it at number 2. And at number 1, I mean, there's really no doubt, it's the Charizard Holo from base set. Collections are never the same once they add this card. And I don't mind that it's not, like, the most absolutely amazing, perfect, shadowless $600 version of the card. I love it just the way it is. And obviously, this is the card that everyone recognizes if you talk about a Pokemon card from yesteryear, from their formative years. This is going to be the one that everybody recognizes, and it's in really great condition too. So I love it. It's in at number 1. It should be no surprise, although I've shunned Charizard a few times in these top videos. Nice to round out the top 10 by showing some really amazing cards. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of the list. Also, let me know if there's a particular list that you would like me to go through in the future. If I get enough ideas, I can do 2 weeks worth of these videos. And thank you so much for watching again. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new, and you could be subscribed for like 4 weeks. And I will see you guys in the next video.